not only on that particular family in Tennessee State University, you've also done work on another very significant individual, and that's Avon Williams, in the earlier book that you did.
Yes, in the civil rights book, and I published an article on him in a scholarly magazine as well, because Avon Williams, I think, was the chief civil rights lawyer in the state of Tennessee. He adjudicated over 85 cases, more than anybody, and he was a fearless, courageous man. A lot of people didn't like him because he was fearless, courageous, and black.
Well, that's generally what happens when you're fearless, courageous, and black.
But you know, you really have to give him a lot of credit. And there were others like Alexander Luby, and there were many black civil rights attorneys down in Memphis, like A.W. Willis Jr. and others who really are responsible for giving us the legal leadership we needed to get where we are today as African Americans.
You know, Dr. BLovett, over the last 2 minutes, would you say that, and this is what I've gathered from some of the things that you've said here, and well as some of the things that you've written, that Tennessee played really a crucial role in the development of African American culture, history, and the whole thing, because I think you talked about civil rights and the whole thing, that the state of Tennessee has played such a... Well, what would you contribute that role, that to, the ability to do that?
Well, African Americans, we have to remember, were 26% of Tennessee at first. After the war, Civil War, that is 1 out of every 4. We're only about 16% today. But African Americans from slavery until now were a very crucial part of every aspect of life in the state of Tennessee. So I've devoted my career basically to revealing what kind of roles they played, you know, in every aspect of Tennessee. You know, I'm not an art historian or historian of science and so on, but I try to bring up as many pieces and tidbits as I can, and hopefully other people will take some of those and then expand it into greater investigations or even books.
Very good. And of course, Dr. BLovett, I know that some of this information has been expanded, coming primarily from your activities, and you've done a real job in terms of making us aware of some of the things that people have become involved in. And I think that it's some of your activities dealing with the so-called freedom rides and all of that activity that we are now much more sensitive in a real sense
and
to what is going on. And of course, let me thank you, Dr. BLovett, over the last half minute for coming by and giving us that excellent information on the Boyd family. And I'm sure that that kind of information will further enlighten us, not only in terms of the publishing aspect, but in terms of all aspects that